The Geometry Dash Demonlist is set to have its biggest year ever in 2024. 41 new extreme demons have been added to the demon list this year already. List favourites such as Yatagarasu and Sonic Wave have been pushed onto the legacy list only halfway through the year. Despite this, more levels appear to be headed for that prized top 5 position, pushing more and more historic levels out of the list. And I feel we're about to enter the greatest shakeup in the history of the demon list. In today's era, there are so many talented players and creators aiming to prove themselves, reaching the zenith of difficulty and level creation, which of course leads to the absurd amount of top 1/top 10 verifications that we have right now. My goal for this video is to briefly cover each of the major list demon verifications from least likely to most likely to get verified next. Further down the line, I also have plans to cover some of my favourite levels in a separate video, so stay tuned for that. But firstly, let's cover some levels that have just been verified as of editing this video or writing the script. As of the release of this video, both the levels Buff Bath and Centipede have been verified by both Lord Vadercraft and AGS Echo respectively. Buff Bath was an old buffed version of Bloodbath made by Riot, which he planned to verify one day. However, since Riot's general inactivity with Geometry Dash, many people in the community have taken it upon themselves to try and verify it. After many years, Buff Bath was finally verified by AGS Echo, the player famous for beating Bloodlust on 75Hz. It is said that the level could place somewhere around the top 10. Centipede, on the other hand, is a green top 10 extreme demon 9 circles level by Xandar, which uses the popular EDM song Centipede by Knife Party. Centipede was verified by Lord Vadercraft in nearly 100,000 attempts, and it already has its first victor, who is the new highest ranked player on the demon list stat viewer, Trick. And as of the editing of this video, I just learnt that a redecorated version of Natural Disaster has been verified as well by ILI Laser ILI in 15,000 attempts. I'm unsure of the difficulty of this new version, but I guess it'd be around Sakupin Circle's difficulty. Let's get into the upcoming extreme demons. Pro player Servax has picked up the verification of impossible level Silent Acropolis. From what I know of this level, Silent Acropolis is around Eternus difficulty, as it is placed a few entries below Unnerved Silent Clubstep on the impossible levels list. The former verifier, Ravez, had runs of 27%, 28 to 65%, and 50 to 100% twice over the course of 9 months. Since the verification progress now has to start over with this level, and the fact that Servax is set to verify Ouroboros, another top 1 extreme demon, for this level, it could potentially be years until Silent Acropolis is verified. The level Heliopolis, hosted by Mindcap, is said to be the hardest timing level ever made. The verifier of the level Jiff, who had 46%, recently dropped the level, and Mindcap is yet to announce the next verifier, so as far as we know, progress on Heliopolis' verification has to start over again. After the Apocalyptic Trilogy situation, Trick has picked up the verification for the Amethyst. This top 1 extreme demon is the unofficial sequel to the Golden, and I suppose an antagonist to Avernus. Trick has taken over from the previous verifier, Bestula, who dropped the level due to a lack of motivation. Trick already has a run from 67 to 100%, and 28 to 60%. Pro player W Popoff has joined the verification race to beat one of the hardest upcoming top 1 extreme demons, Vehemence, which I covered in this video. Allegedly, W Popoff has a run from 67 to 100%, but I can't find any information on his progress of the level, or even an announcement that he is indeed playing the level on his social platforms. The only reason why I know about this progress is through Doggy and Warvix mentioning it, and through a daily dose in Geometry Dash videos, so I would take this with a grain of salt at this point. Anathema is the colourful finale to the Dedication series by Necrodox. The level is said to place somewhere in the top 15. The previous verifier, Rory, got a run of 38 to 74% before dropping the level, which has now been given to Menace verifier, WizKid. Teeth Fortress 2 is a solo-built top 1 extreme demon by art creator Coco, and it looks like no other list demon that I've seen before. This was initially set to be verified by VSC Victor Flukes, who got 70% to 100% on the level. However, he may have dropped the level since Noxium has been announced as the latest verifier and currently has a run of 23%. Sonic Wave Eternity is a redecorated version of Riot and Siliphium's Impossible Sonic Wave Infinity, which is considered top 1. The original layout has been solo redecorated by Yo Friday Gamer and he intends to verify it himself. So far, Yo Friday Gamer has runs of 20% and 31 to 71%. Pro player Thunder recently mentioned that they are working on a top 1 project other than Sweeping Demon 2. We don't know what this project is yet, but we do have the following information. It's harder than 80% of the top 1 extreme demons that are being verified at the moment. Thunder has 62,000 attempts on it so far, they've barely gotten a 30% run on it, and it's going public very soon, so this could be an exciting project to look out for. Iced Cave's latest top 1 extreme demon, Grief, a remake of Ice Cave's original Impossible Slaughterhouse, is being verified by Doggy. Doggy currently has runs of 41% and 56 to 100 on this spam heavy level, and at his current pace, Doggy may be able to verify this level by the end of the year. Cosmos Unleashed is a top 1 extreme demon made by Cherry Team that uses the gameplay from the unnerfed Cosmos rather than the previously verified version on the demon list. The level started redecoration after Cherry Team member Arshadow started getting runs on the unnerfed Cosmos, so Cherry Team started redecoration so they would get rated upon verification. Currently the decoration is unfinished, but Arshadow is still grinding the level. If all goes well, the decoration should be ready before Arshadow has verified the level. He currently has 41% and 63 to 100%. Flame Wall is a nearly 7-minute top 1 extreme demon by Narwhal, set to be verified by Quattro Centos. Flame Wall consists of list-worthy gameplay for 7 minutes, making the entire level an endurance test. Initially, Flame Wall was set to be harder than Acheron, but was not considered to be as hard as Tidal Wave. However, Quattro Centos has been adding buffs to make it top 1. Quattro Centos has 40% and 39 to 100% on his buffed version, which is the level in 2 runs. Spectre is the sequel to the highly praised former top 1 extreme demon Zodiac by Bionox. Initially this level was set to place at top 1, but the team decided not to force its difficulty to keep the level fun. It currently sits around Acheron difficulty. The verifier, Person Human 42, has a level in runs of 60% and 48 to 100%, which means that he has a level in 2 runs. At this pace, the level could be verified sometime in August. Oddly enough, the Blue Sakupan Circles remake, Aquamarine, has also seen a resurgence in progress. Pro Challenge player Seals has Aquamarine in 2 runs with 73% and 49 to 100%. Seals claims that the level is around the top 2. Seals also has progress on another forgotten formerly impossible extreme demon called Map of Problematic, which is a wave-based top 10 extreme demon. Seals has the level in runs of 85% and 73 to 100%. Ouroboros, a top 1 extreme demon by Cherry Team and JAGDP, which is set to be verified by Denny, who quickly dropped the level. Since then, it has been picked up by Servax, who has achieved a massive 27 to 100% run, as well as 11%. However, Servax has recently decided to take a break from this level and focus on some more top 30 extreme demons to build up his skill. Onilink's latest list demon, Gale Force, is off to a bumpy start. The first progress was made by Onilink himself with a 65 to 100% run. However, I couldn't help but notice during the run that the background seemed to disappear in the last green section. More progress has been made by Fluorotide, who had an 11 to 54% run, but there's a bit of missing decoration on the bottom and Fluorotide falls out of the level after 54% and remains at the bottom outside the level until the end. Technically, getting an 11 to 100% run, it's highly likely that this level is still a work in progress and is currently going through bug fixing and optimization. Not only is there an influx in top 1 extreme demon verifications, but also top 1 challenge verifications. VSC has been on the list for nearly 3 years, and with the efforts of the following players that may not be the case for long. Possibly the most unique top 1 challenge up for verification is Tax Evasion Wave. Tax Evasion Wave is a heavily nerfed version of the wave from top 1 impossible levels list level, Tax Evasion. The gimmick of this challenge is to control 2 offset waves using 2-player controls down a fast, tight corridor. The current verifier of this challenge is Legends Never Die, who currently has 37% on the level, as well as various no-clip runs. Ice Cave's top 1 challenge Hypnosis has been picked up by pro player Diamond. This challenge is far harder than VSC, and Diamond currently has progress of 17% and 66 to 90%. However, Diamond hasn't streamed the level for a month, so there's a chance this verification is on the back burner for now. Ixon's former impossible challenge, Illusion of Hell, has been picked up for verification by OverGD, who currently has runs of 59% and 54 to 93% with 60,000 attempts. The challenge is said to be harder than VSC, but not quite as hard as other upcoming top 1 challenges such as Surface or Hypnosis. The closest top 1 challenge to being verified is Surface. Surface is an updated possible version of the extreme challenge made by Griefer. The current verifier is ZXDoesFasar, who has runs of 57% and 55 to 100%. Now we're up to the 5 most likely main list demons to be verified next. At number 5 we have Zoink's latest verification, Nullscapes. It is a sequel to the all-robot extreme demon Shardscapes. It is said to be harder than Slaughterhouse, and Zoink currently has runs of 72% 2 times and 47 to 100% 4 times. The odd thing about this verification is that it's taken 3 months so far, which would be one of the longest periods that Zoink has ever spent grinding a level recently. So far this verification has taken longer than his Tunnel of Despair verification, which is now also placed above Slaughterhouse. So there is a chance that this verification is a lot harder than what it's made out to be, and that it could even be in the top 2 or maybe even 1. Or Zoink could just be bad at the robot game mode as everyone else in the community is, which makes sense. At number 4 we have Zoink's recent world record on the old impossible level Ashley Wave Trials, which is an all-wave extreme demon which is said to be top 1 when Acheron was the hardest level. And after 1 day of grinding, Zoink scored a terrific 65% world record. It has not been announced whether Zoink will verify the level or get any further runs, but it is highly likely considering his history with other impossible level world records, and that he will attempt to complete the level. Like Grief, the verification uses CBF, meaning it's unlikely the level will be rated upon verification. The third most likely level to be verified next is the top 1 to 3 sequel to Hard Machine, Banshee. Banshee is made to be the hardest timings level, which puts it in competition with Heliopolis. Banshee has had multiple verifiers over the years, from the likes of Arsteel, Tiago, even Space UK. Currently the verifier is SP Create, who's known for verifying the impossible level Chimerian Shade, as well as creating the list demon Excruciation Chamber, which is so far the most fun list demon I've ever botted. SP Create currently has 86% on Banshee, meaning that it could be verified at any time. The second most likely level to be verified next is another old impossible level. There's been some insane progress on the unnerfed version of Sakupan Circles by pro spam players Skylar and EMP. EMP currently has 67%, passing the infamous spam, and Skylar has 69% 4 times in a row, as well as having the level in 2 runs, and most impressively, an incredible no-clip 1 death accuracy run. However, Skylar has since announced that they are dropping the level due to mental health issues among other things. But at this point, if Skylar decides to resume playing unnerfed Sakupan Circles, the verification could be imminent. And finally, the most likely level to be verified is the Apocalyptic Trilogy, which is a buffed and redecorated after Catabath, aka Cataclysm, Bloodbath, and Aftermath all in a row. Recently the AP team lost its longtime verifier Trick, who had 30% and 68 to 100% before dropping the level after this situation. Poltergeist has been announced as a new verifier, and has plans to nerf the upcoming top 1 down to Tartarus difficulty, and he already has a run of 70% to 100% and 26 to 71%, meaning that this level is already very close to verification, meaning that this level could get verified at any time. So that's all the top 1 extreme demons that are about to be verified. This list is truly going to be busier than ever, and that's all from this video. Stay tuned for the rest of the videos coming in the following weeks regarding the follow-ups on a few of these levels.